here, Johnny.
All right, here we are. Who would have thought? Episode 6 already. Wow. Brought to you by our good friends at Lube Monkey. Gary and his crew down on Cumberland Street, and for all racers, you go see him. He's got fuel, Renegade fuel, Wix filters, AMSOIL products, Valvoline products. He sells fuel at the track. Support him. He's been a great help for my program and a lot of other people. Go see Gary. Also go get your oil change there. Ladies go on Wednesdays. It's Ladies Day. Get down there. All right, here we are. I'm John, and this is Kyle, and here we are, episode 6. Okay, Kyle, give us our like and share.
Yeah, can you guys do the same as you have the last couple weeks? Just like and share this video, please. I know there's some of you out there watching this that aren't doing that, so let's share. Thank you.
Yeah, the sharing. Sharing is the biggest thing for us. We had our first stars. Did you see that? So someone gave us 99 stars. So we have. I don't know what, I really don't, it says we made 99 cents so far in this thing, because we're level 2 creators now, whatever the heck that is. But anyways, I have no idea what it is, but we've got 99 cents in our account now. Here we are, we've mentioned the Bayfest thing a million times. Talk about it one more time, talk about Dave. And
yeah, just another thanks to Dave Allen, All-Temp Trailer Rental, and thanks to you guys putting Bayfest in the post, and we really appreciate it. We got a lot of names in the bin there, so I don't know, anytime I think we're going to draw. So.
Yeah, we're going to draw it right now, and the winner's going to get a weekend pass to Bayfest, courtesy of David Allen and All-Temp. We'll somehow get a hold of you, or DM the page, whatever, okay? Dig in, Kyle. You're in charge.
Tanya Almgren.
Tanya Almgren. There you go. I don't know her.
That's Johnny Stahl's girlfriend, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Tanya Almgren. Enjoy your weekend. Beautiful. So that's done. And we're thinking each week we're going to start doing the trivia contest, and we have a moderator here. Not this week, but we're going to get a prize each week. So if somebody wants to donate a prize for the trivia contest, we'll do that. And the first person who gets it right, okay, we'll do something like that. And
yeah.
Maybe get a hat or I don't know, whatever. We'll figure something out. But we're gonna start. We're gonna have trivia this week. No prize. Kyle's just doing it to bug me, but we'll do that or figure out what's going on there. All right, let's get to the scoops. People like scoops, right?
Yes, I do. It's my favorite part of the show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
New.
I got a couple, then you got a few. We got a bunch this week. First, I'm gonna give the scoops on a couple fellow Lube Monkey drivers. Gary sponsors them, but they're out of Fort Francis Emo area. The Davisons, Jamie and Jeff. Jamie, the B-Mod guy, who's a front runner just about everywhere he goes, and he's won a bunch of big races. He is leaving the Devil Bisque car and going into a Shaw again. That's a huge scoop out there. Mm-hmm. So he'll be in a Shaw, and he's going to try and come here almost bi-weekly and run our invites and a couple other the big shows in Ogilvie. There's 2 big B-Mod shows in Ogilvie. He's going to go to Oklahoma again. He went there last year. I think he missed the feature by 1 spot, and that was a pretty big deal. That was a huge payout, I believe.
I can't remember. Yeah, it was a big
Was
money.
it 50 or something? I think it might have been.
It was up there.
30, 50. And the one in Wyoming again, I think that was a 10 grander. He was there last year.
Yeah.
Wheeler and a couple other guys.
My chassis guy,
Corey Kratzmer won that. Yeah, there you go. And big news here. He's planning a return to race at Emo again this year after a little bit of a hiatus.
Yeah, I think he's like 7 miles from the track. So
yeah, it just makes sense. And then his brother Jeff, another Lube Monkey driver, and Jeff races the A-Mod, and he's going to come up here. He was here about 5 times last year, plus the invites. He says he's going to do that again. He races a JMR, and another scoop they got out of that camp is they're putting together a B-Mod for some bigger shows too. So you'll see Jeff, and I imagine it's a Shaw. Could be the old Tanner Henderson car. I think they're
that was mentioned.
Yeah, I think that might be.
One of our BS sessions there.
Yeah, it could be. So I could be wrong, but I think that's what he's doing, and he's going to be in a B mod this year doing some double duty. So that's good. More guys coming to Thunder Bay and adding to our already huge car count in the B mod.
Yeah.
We got some more Canadian dirt track news from Sean, but relating to Emo Fort guys. Go ahead, Pat.
Do you want me to go with Sean's new?
Yeah.
Well, I noticed the Canadian Dirt Track Center, they sold a couple cars lately in A-mods.
Yeah.
A couple Rage cars to two Fort Francis guys. Tanner Williamson, crowd favorite, and Brody Strand both got Rage cars off Sean.
Yeah, Strand has had a Rage the last few years.
Right,
and, Williamson was in a Vanderbilt, I believe.
Yeah, I heard he
Wadded it up, or
was having trouble getting it fixed or something,
Yeah.
so he went with Sean. So
yeah. So there you go. Two more Rages, possibly another Rage, new one coming in Thunder Bay. I kind of teased that last night to Sean, but he wasn't biting on who else would have one. But
I got.
I've seen there's more emo guys.
Yes, I do. Fort Francis, Brady Call, message Brady. He's gonna be running a Kryptonite A mod, and he's had a GRT B mod the last year, so he's gonna run that as well. Just says he likes to get down to Cedar Lake a few times, and then just
He's hoping to come back here again, right? That's
yeah,
what you think.
that's kind of what he said. Yeah, more than he has the last year or two.
Yeah,
so.
we haven't seen him in a couple years.
Yeah.
He used to be a regular at the Mosquito. And
Right. Yeah, so he said that, and just emo most nights, I guess, because it's hometown track, and no real commitment from him. Another guy,
Yeah.
super stock guy, Brad Maynard, messaged him. Says he's taken a year or two off. I guess he's got a young child, so he's gonna,
Sold the hauler we heard last night.
That's right. Who bought that?
Well, I don't know. We're supposed to divulge that, but
Okay.
he sold it.
The guy.
B mod
Okay.
driver,
Yes, I know what you're talking
number
about.
18.
Yeah. Okay.
That's as far as we'll get in that.
Yeah.
Sean said the truck's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
So he's done for a year or two. Maybe you said Mosquito
He might run
might try a
Mosquito
couple.
once or twice. Yeah, that's kind of what he said.
Okay.
And I got really one more.
Okay.
Other super stock rookie last year, Josh Alexic. He's got a new motor coming. He's Thunder City every week, a couple times out to Mosquito for seat time, and then he's going to try to go to Superior and other neighboring tracks at least a couple times as well. So
Nice. I believe he has an affordable, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Along with our buddy, who we hang out with quite a bit, and usually our pre-show every second week is held at Larry Booth's garage, which it was last night. And we'll go over Larry's plans.
Yeah. He's usually in the crowd, but
But apparently he might have had too many last night or
or a
something. I
better
don't know.
option. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe something better came up. But Larry's got a new motor. We were watching it get dialed in last night by Sean P.
Yep.
And Larry's got a new motor, and he's always looking for somebody to help him out, sponsor. He's only here every second week, so he doesn't like to go out and look. But if someone's got a few extra bucks, throw it Larry's way.
Yeah,
you can have a whole car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'd appreciate it.
He'd appreciate it. He's a good guy. Really good guy. Funny as heck. One of our buddies. And who else do we got? Oh, the Kiwis. This kind of came out of nowhere.
There's a couple.
Yeah, a couple. Early in the week, we read Chase Kiwi picked up a Race Star Street Stock. I think Andrew might have teased that a little bit last week.
Yeah,
I think he let the cat out of the bag on that one a bit. And then I was talking to David earlier this week, inquiring about a couple things that he had going on. And he said, he was leaving to pick up an SSR in Rice Lake. It's an A-mod, Simon Wallstrom's car.
Okay.
And I told him he should leave it at A-mod because, the amount you're making the feature every week. So we'll see. I don't know. He was thinking about it. Put pressure on him, guys. So get him out there in the A-mods. Yeah. Good driver, smooth.
Smooth, yeah.
Very smooth. So we got him. Nathan Roy. The Bandit, yep. Double duty this year.
Ruben Thomas.
Yeah, Ruben, who's retired this year. Nathan's taken over that seat. That is what kind of car is Ruben's? Is that a Matrix? I don't know.
I don't know.
I thought maybe it's a Matrix. I'm not 100% positive on that. But Nathan Roy is going to be driving his super stock. He's pretty much a front runner.
Yeah,
it's consistent.
Yeah.
3 to 6 range, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Pretty smooth, pretty consistent, exactly. And he messaged me and said he's enjoying the show and he looks forward to it every week. And his plan is
Chase Kibbe says 2020 Arrow.
2020 Arrow.
Oh.
Bad intel from somebody last night.
Yeah.
No, we're not throwing anyone under the bus. There you go. Chase is watching. Thanks for that. It's an Arrow. Out of both of them were out of South Dakota or whatever.
2 tracks supply.
Yeah. That's Anderson, right? Trevor Anderson?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
We have, so Nathan is planning on running the Super Stock Series, which is big. Will be big for him. Yeah, he's planning on running the Super Stock Series. Thunder City for points. Mosquito, when able, seems to be that's the feeling out there with most people. And he's going to run the Northern Nationals and a few others in the fall if he can. What do we got? That's about it for our scoop section. Or do you got more?
Well, I was going to mention someone. I think we'll get to it with Riley. Where his team car is.
Okay, we'll get that to Riley. Well, here we are. It's time to get into the Dirty Lounge. We're going to welcome the Murillo Missile to the show. We got the Heartbeat Hot Sauce driver of the new Longhorn, to him, 1-year-old car, Riley Mathews. Come on. Oh, look at this.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Bringing goods here.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Some sauce for you guys.
Perfect.
Oh, plug in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Heartbeat Hot Sauce. You can't beat that. We'll put them right on the shelf
There we
there.
go.
Well, what do you think? Have you watched the show? Or
Yeah, I watched them all. Yeah, it's been awesome. Something great to watch during the week in the cold winter months, and something to look forward to. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for that. And
appreciate you guys having me on.
yeah, well, you were another guy who we right away in the whole scheme of things when we were talking about it that we wanted to have on the show. And well, here you go. We got you. So let's start here. Well, how did you start?
Well, my dad was obviously in racing for years.
Yeah.
He raced diamond cars and A-mods. He had got out of it before I was born. I think he finished up in 83, 84.
Was it late? It might have been later than that. He had that wreck at Riverview.
Yeah, I don't know.
That might have been
exactly
90, 89, 90, somewhere in there.
I was around then, to be honest.
Yeah, it was, we watched those tapes at Larry's house, so.
Yeah.
It was one of my favorite cars, the red one, the red and yellow. Yeah, I like
the
that.
big wreck was the beginning of the end. For
I
that.
don't think he ever raced again after that.
I think he did, but yeah, it might have only been a handful of times,
Okay.
I believe. But yeah, and then
Keith Nason will know if he's out there listening. He'll correct that out if he races again. Or Pat Woods, yeah. Those guys, historians will know that one.
But yeah, and then I'd go with my dad out to Mosquito for all the years there too, and my dad was actually the judge at Mosquito, so I'd watch from up in the booth there with him, and then I think it was 97 or 98 we started go-kart racing there.
Okay.
Or we had the first race there maybe.
And we talk about that on the show all the time. Kyle Yulakovic, Cody
That's right,
Bukowski.
Yeah.
There was a pretty good crew of you guys that
That's
all
right,
ended up
yeah.
being
Cody
racers.
and Cody's parents, Gord and Gail, they're the ones that ran it and kind of organized it for all those years. But then he passed away in 2000, my dad. And then we did it one more summer with the help of my brother-in-law and my sister, Dave Williamson, and my sister Lindsay. They'd bring me out there every Sunday to race. And then the next year, I we bought the street stock off of Joey Podlowski and Gary
Yeah.
Soderholm. And
Yeah, we have, everybody's got a little connection to the Sodder
Yeah,
homes
that's
that
right,
you're
yeah.
thinking.
Yeah.
Number 12.
12.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gary sure helped a lot of people throughout the years too. There's another guy.
Oh, for sure, yeah. It's, I'll say it a few times through this. I mean, Gary, if it wasn't for Gary, I probably wouldn't have been racing
Yeah.
numerous times. And
He-
then we became lifelong friends with Gary and Dale,
Yeah.
Sandy. And then we raced that year again with the help of my brother-in-law and my sister. They towed me out there because I didn't have, like, I just had my G1 then. I had a vehicle to go out there, and yeah, we raced that summer. I was 16 then. Had a few wins. I think we won the Emo Fall Fair,
Oh, wow.
and then we won the Whiskey Row Classic that year in our first year, which is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. How, do you have one whiskey roll?
Just the one, yeah.
Yeah, same as Andrew too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I guess Ulakovic won it a few times. And
that's right. Yeah, when Mosquito.
I don't
Tom
know.
Owen won a few.
Oh, yeah, that's
Going
right.
back
Yeah,
to-
there you go. Going way back. Yeah.
Ralph Densler.
Yeah,
really won
from
a
driving, really? Yeah, he won
history.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. I mean, being with Whiskey Row, with that starting my dad's garage,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, wow. That's where Whiskey Row started.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom and dad's garage when they lived on Mark Street in town. It started, I think, well, Rick Sharpen would know better than I would, but I think mid-70s.
Really?
Well, I think last year.
I just learned something right here.
So.
And the Whiskey Row is at Thunder City this year? Do we know that?
We're teasing that one every week too. There, we'll get to the bottom of that too before it's all said.
I'm not sure. But, yeah, and then we raced the last year at Mosquito when Mosquito was open. We raced street stocks again there. Same thing. We had a few wins. It was a good year. And then the next year after that, we just focused running in the States with Mosquito being closed.
With the street stock.
With the street stock, yeah.
But in between that, you went to high school at Churchill, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Wasn't there?
Yeah.
It was kind of a crew of you guys there.
That's right. Yeah.
Dan Dawson.
Yeah. Dan Dawson.
Did they help you out the Churchill thing? You were part of that whole.
Yep.
Okay, I think I remember a picture in a paper or something about that.
Yeah, actually there was Darren Wolframe, Rob Rantolo, myself, and then well, there's been a few drivers of the Churchill car with Ricky Denner was the driver then, and
Did Brandon Karam drive?
Oh,
Brandon
He
did
did,
that,
yeah. Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure Pete did also.
Yep.
Both shot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Were you at Churchill at the time?
yeah.
So that must have been a pretty cool program actually to have that in town. Look
We
at how
worked
many
on
guys.
the race car, the Churchill car in tech class.
Oh wow,
that's
that's
ideal.
Yeah.
school should get into that again, right? Look at it. Well, look at how it
Absolutely.
worked out. All you guys are still involved.
Yeah. Or even like Cedar Lake has all the schools from around the area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buses,
Yeah.
bus races.
Well, if each school had a made
Well,
street stock, wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, thanks for bringing that up now.
The Mosquito closed, and then you ran. You said around the street stock maybe a year. Then you went to the Limo, did you not?
We did, yeah. Yeah, we just focused, tried to run for Rookie of the Year in the States for street stock, because on Mosquito they weren't
That's right,
sanctioned, so we were a rookie technically in the States. And that summer, I think we ran like close to 70 shows that summer.
Really?
Yeah, I'd leave Thursday, drive down to KRA Speedway in Wilmar, Minnesota, race there, and then drive back up to Superior, ran Superior for points. And then Cedar Lake Saturday, and then normally Eagle Valley Speedway Sunday, and then lots of times Joel would be there too, and Joel would take off right after the races, go home, and I'd just follow him back home that
Wow.
night. But yeah, that summer we raced all over. I mean, we'd run Princeton, Menominee, Rice Lake, we ran Grove City Speedway when it was still
Yeah.
open.
Oh, yeah. They had a drag strip there too.
That's right. Yeah. Brainerd, we were in Montevideo, Alexandria, Madison, we went out to Jamestown, North Dakota, we followed Bob out there.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Bob liked going out that way.
That's right.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, so we
He was-
followed him.
I remember Bob winning the feature in Montevideo.
That's right, yeah.
How did you make out that year? Did you get a win in the
We
70s?
did, yeah,
Oh,
we
you did?
won one show at Eagle Valley Speedway,
Really?
yeah.
Have you been there?
In Jim Falls?
Yeah.
No, I've
No,
never
I was
been.
gonna say, we still, both of us
No.
still haven't been there.
I've been to Jim
Yeah.
Falls, I've been to
I drove through
Grassburg.
there too, yeah.
I've
Never
never been to
Yeah.
the track.
Yeah, I mean, I hope to make it back there this year. It's just one of those tracks, even when we ran there in the B-Mod, we just did well there. It's just one of those tracks
Yeah.
that just suits certain people, I guess. But, yeah, we won there, and that's actually kind of a funny story. Like, there was one lap left to go, or a few laps left to go, my hood pin had broke, and my hood was up. And Corey was racing there, street stocks
Okay.
at the same time then too, and, then my right front wheel bearings went on the white flag lap, and there was sparks shooting out of the right front, and thankfully that was checkered flag that lap and held on, but,
So you would've beat some pretty good guys there on that.
yeah, like Butch Madsen ran then, I'm sure you know Butch, and.
Were the Richards still involved in that? I think they might have been
I
after.
think so, yeah.
They'd won just about everything down that way
Yeah,
for a long
Wayne
time.
Dean ran
Yeah.
then too. and,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but, yeah, then we were in, Bemidji, Minnesota, or, yeah, Bemidji at the end
I
of
was
the
gonna
year.
get to that, but good
Yeah.
luck brought it up.
For, I think it was the last weekend in September, the Paul Bunyan
Yeah.
Stampede or whatever it's called, and ended up getting in an accident and broke my back there.
We heard that story
Yeah,
last
that's
night.
what I was gonna
Yeah.
get.
And,
Sid-
thankfully for the Simpsons, Rick and Scott and Chrissy were there, and I'm pretty sure Donnie was down with Rick and them that weekend, and that happened, and Scott stayed down with their motorhome to bring me home when I got released from the hospital, and Rick and Donnie and them, they drove my truck and trailer back home. So I wanna give a thanks to them for that. Still remember it.
Oh, so you were laid up for a bit?
Yeah, 4 or 5 months, I guess, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And did you race, then the B-Mod, was that the next year?
Yeah,
Oh, you
Next
came,
year,
okay.
Yeah,
05, yeah.
05, yeah.
And that was in, the other Murillo guy, Gary Levine.
That's right, yeah, it was actually Gary Levine's, car that he just gave me to use that year,
Oh, wow.
just to keep racing, and he stopped racing so that I could, and, I mean, I gotta thank Gary and Cindy, I mean, they helped me out so much throughout my career, wouldn't have been able to race without them, same with Gary and Dale, I mean, they all helped me so much.
Gary was one of my favorite guys to talk to.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that was
yeah.
great, yeah.
Another guy, I have a million stories with
Yeah.
way back when at the time.
He was a neat guy.
Jimmy Bolduck and
Yeah.
all that crew and hanging out at his garage. We had a lot of
Yeah,
good, crazy times there,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
and, watching Gary Levine race is always
Oh,
exciting.
I was gonna
Another-
mention that, that was good.
Borderline a Scott McKinnon type almost. eh?
Borderline
Same,
type, oh
yeah.
yeah.
Same sort of kind of
Yeah.
thing there.
Yeah, it's
And,
entertaining.
then the next year, Jeff Tremaine had approached me, and he wanted to help too, and at the time I didn't have any heat in the garage, so Gary gave me his car to use, and, we brought it over to Jeff and Peggy's,
Mhm.
and worked on it there that winter. We stripped it down and rebuilt it, and then Jeff helped me throughout the year also, and they helped me get sponsorship for the year, and again, Gary and Dale came down and helped me lots, and Gary and Cindy came down also, and we raced, I think, probably 50-something nights that summer, and didn't get any feature wins, but I think we pretty much got second. It almost seemed like every time we were out with that car. And
Oh.
then,
So then you
Tried
you tried an Avon first?
Well, no, that's
Or
the next. That's the next
that-
year.
So
Yeah, the one
Michael Hinsberger's? you
that's
bought?
right, yeah, it was, Mike and Jim's, yeah.
Did they build it? They built that car, didn't they? Or was
I
it
think
bought, or was that a Cobra?
that was a Miller car.
Jason Miller.
Yeah.
Oh, that was another
That
Miller
was,
car.
That's
yeah,
03,
yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
That's right, yeah, so.
The
we moved up
teal
to
one.
that. Teal, yeah, it was teal and white, and Mike had it the
Yeah.
last year, yeah. And, yeah, we ran that summer, I think we probably had 30, 40 shows. But I think we won a couple heat races, nothing outstanding, we're probably over our head, to be honest.
Yeah.
Should have probably stuck another year in the B-Mod, but whatever,
Right.
Tried it.
yeah.
And then, was there another year of Avon or?
No, that was it, that was 2006, and I think I was 21 then, and decided I should probably get a actual job and get an apprenticeship and work, and so I took a break from racing for, I think it was 6 years, 5 or 6 years, and then,
How did the late model,
later when he was selling out his car, when he was getting out of
And
it.
Bob always had good equipment, like nice
That's
stuff.
right, yeah, Bob always had really nice stuff and good stuff. And, yeah, I was at Gary and Dale's house one night, I guess, and we thought, well, if we're gonna do it, then might as well go late model, I guess, cause at least you could recoup
Yeah, some
a
of the
little bit
money,
of money
yeah.
anyways during the weekend, try to make the weekends kinda help pay for themselves,
Yeah.
at least when we could go. So we did that and, worked on it in Gary's garage then. And I was working up at, Lactazelle at the time, so I would just run on my week off.
Mhm.
But, and we did alright with it, nothing outstanding, it's kinda one of those deals where, I mean, you guys know what it's like, you gotta be behind the wheel a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in that class, and
Yeah.
you gotta be spending lots of money all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, we did that from like 2012 to 2017. And in 2016, my oldest daughter was born then, and, so we did it one more year, the summer of 2017, and at the time, we didn't have a track full-time here yet, and Mosquito wasn't running the late models then, obviously, so.
We'd already started the Simpson
Yeah.
invitation.
Yeah, I figured,
Yeah, cause you guys, we talked about that last night, you went out and
Late model.
top of Z,
Yeah.
went out
Yeah.
there,
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
spun around there a few times,
That's
right? Yeah.
That was fun, yeah. But, yeah, I just decided it was a lot with young family, having to go out of town all the time, and,
Just-
you know.
The money and,
Yeah, the
right?
money and the time, right, it just, got to be too much, so. So I ended up, selling that and was out of it for, I guess, 4 years, 4 years. And, stayed friends with John, cause John raced late models also at the time, raced against him, and me and John became pretty good friends, and, when he was sponsored by Heartbeat at the time with the A-Mod, then, and they had the first invitational here at Dairy Queen Speedway.
That was the only race that first year, right?
Yeah.
There was only just the one race, yeah. It's like the
Yeah, right.
Simpsons put it on,
Right,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
September,
Yeah.
And then, so the car, and then the next thing you know, they got a 2-car team.
Yeah,
It's
basically,
born out of that.
yeah, they came and, they loved it when Al and Nancy came out to check it out, they loved it, and, so they got John a new car, and then his car that he had ran was there, and he had, put my name forward to run that car, and the rest is history now, so.
And that's the birth of the Heartbeat Hot Sauce
That's
team.
how it all came to be.
Was that their first go in motorsports, or were they already
No,
dabbling
that
in the
was-
supercross stuff and
No, I think
planes and
for the
everything
most
else?
part, that was, the start of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then they got into, NASCAR, and now Supercross,
they got an
aerobatic
airplane, yeah.
airplane, they help out so much in the community also,
Oh, yeah.
not just at the racetrack and with the racetrack and the cars also. They, they're in the motocross locally in town, dirt biking, running, I know they sponsored curling, they sponsored my daughter's baseball team,
Oh, wow.
so it's,
So you owe a lot to Heartbeat,
absolutely, yeah.
to you coming back and racing, for
Yeah,
sure.
For sure, yeah, I'm, just so lucky to be part of their team, that's something everybody dreams of,
Yeah.
the opportunity that we have, so very thankful for them.
I hate to bring this up, but just maybe when your daughter got sick, just maybe talk about all the
Outpouring.
everyone rallying kind of around your family and
For
everything.
sure, yeah. And I gotta thank, Heartbeat, Al Nancy and, John Travis Snudo and his CRT team and, Norman Louie for putting on a fundraiser at the racetrack to help us out. All the fans, the drivers, just everybody that helped us, it was, very overwhelming for us to have that kind of support.
Yeah.
And, really appreciative of it, as well as I wanna give a thanks to Rod Skirving also.
Yeah, did he give you the nickname, the Murillo
Yeah,
Mister?
that's right.
He gave me the high side hustler.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go. So.
Yeah, Rod's a great guy.
Oh yeah, super good guy. Sweets.
Yeah, Rod and Doris and Todd, Rod would reach out to us almost every day and
Yeah.
check in and making those posts.
Well, he had some cancer issues himself,
That's
right?
right,
So he
yeah.
was.
Yeah,
lean on each other for support.
Yeah.
An update on how she's doing and how's all that going?
Yeah, she's doing great. We've been back down to London 4 times now, and we go back down again. We're going to miss practice here again this year. We'll be down for 5th checkup then, but everything's been good. So.
And you said you guys got a Disney trip planned for her.
That's
You
right.
Make a wish.
Yeah.
And how cool is that?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing that there's these programs out there for kids.
Yeah.
It's truly unbelievable, and she got to make her wish, and she wanted to go to Disney, and so we're going in April for that, and
That's awesome.
They're so excited to go.
I bet.
Yeah, I'm excited.
No, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great place and lots of fun.
So.
What do you got, Kyle?
Well, I was gonna ask, like, maybe through maybe some of your role models and inspiration. I'm sure inspiration probably come from your dad, but just throughout the years, who you kind of looked up to from around town or from the States, and just kind of maybe talk about them and kind of
For
people
sure,
that-
Yeah, I mean, definitely my dad. I mean, when we first started go-kart racing, I mean, my dad and Wayne, Harry, they obviously friends and they knew each other, so I mean, we would go out there during the week. I don't know how many people knew this, but we'd go out there during the week. And
Oh, you were practicing.
we'd go racing on the go-kart track, and my dad would show me certain things and techniques
wow.
to do,
Yeah,
and
there
it's
you
still
go.
stuff I remember now. But obviously, at Mosquito, lots of the A-Mod guys. I mean, watching your dad on the track, and Gary also helping me, and then Tommy and Joel, watching them race
Yeah.
Danny Young.
Yep.
Yeah, lots of all the local drivers. Bob, yeah, I'd go down with Bob,
Yeah.
help him out when he would go down. And learned a lot from him also on the cars. And
So, what would you say is your biggest win?
definitely the Whiskey Road Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, just being that race is dedicated after in memorial of my dad. Yeah, in the first year. So.
And you got an A-Mod win, don't you?
Yeah,
You're
2 of them.
Two of them here, yeah.
Yeah.
That's gotta be pretty cool here. too.
Absolutely, yeah. Probably the one I had this year was cool. I mean, my mom passing away last year also, and everything we went through with Avery, that was a special one too. So
Beautiful.
yeah.
Is there maybe a race that kind of maybe got away from you, or
There's been a couple. Yeah,
thing you
for
think
sure,
about, or
yeah.
it could be recent or back in the day. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was two,
Yeah.
I guess, just at Thunder
Was
City.
there?
I can
Last
remember.
year, I can remember
After
one
I asked
for
the
sure.
question, I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
think of one or two.
Yeah, I thought the second you said that, I'm like, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the first year, we led, I think, pretty much the whole race. I think 2 laps up to go, and then Scotty McKinnon got me in 1 and 2, I think, with 2 laps up to go, but we led that whole race. And then last year, I think it was, I don't know if it was the first race of the year or the second, I can't remember, but same thing, we led that entire race, and next thing I know, the white flag, I just seen this flash of yellow, a little bit of yellow at the corner of my window, and I thought, oh yeah, here comes Joel for sure.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And Joel got me on the last
Just
lap, but-
barely, too, yeah. That was
that's
great.
and then there was another one too, we led most of the race. And then there was a lap car, we got tangled up with a lap car with I think 2 or 1 to go. And then Tanner was able to scoop me.
That's right. Yep.
So there's a few races I think kind of let slip by, but whatever. I mean, anytime you can race against Joel and
Oh,
keep it
that's
going
good,
for
yeah,
most of
like,
the race, I'm
that's
happy
like
with
playing
it.
hockey against Gretzky or
That's
whatever,
right,
right?
yeah.
It's the same idea out
Yeah.
there, like.
So every time the white flag comes, I always look inside and wait for the yellow 51 to come up beside me.
Yeah.
So I was gonna, what's your general thoughts of Thunder City? Like, great facility, like, maybe stuff that you'd like to see improved, and just the
Yeah.
stuff you like about it, because it's a great.
Absolutely, facility's second to none as far as I'm concerned.
As good as any, or better. Yeah, maybe the best, really.
Yeah,
that like
absolutely.
there's
Right up there.
Yeah, it's right up there.
It's right up there with Cedar Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's an amazing facility. The fans also, it's unbelievable
Yeah.
the amount of support it gets. Yeah, I mean, as far as I think Sean had mentioned it the first episode there too, the layout a little bit maybe.
Right.
I grew up in mosquito racing.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like a bull ring, high
Yeah.
bank type track, so. And a track with a little bit more bank and get going around the high side a little bit more, so. I kinda like that, but.
Corner 4 is a little tight here.
That's right, yeah.
I bring that up every week. I'm getting shit from somebody over that one, but
Yeah, you gotta watch the wall
Yeah,
when you're coming
yeah.
out of four, for sure.
just because I've hit it multiple times, I think that's why I'm saying it.
Yeah.
It's probably my own fault, but
But no, it's awesome.
yeah, man.
Yeah, absolutely, the pits, I mean, the pits are.
You can't beat that,
No,
right?
the sea cans, I mean, and there's 2 lines, I mean, that's all
Yeah.
I ever ask for is just, as long as there's 2 lines out there.
And the lighting, like, holy
Yeah,
cow, it's
lighting,
like
yeah.
daytime out there.
Yeah, so,
It's a great facility.
for sure.
Little tweaks here and there, though.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I don't know if you want to say the invitational. Say it paid 10 grand to win, or it paid 5 grand to win. It paid a little better back. What would you kind of prefer? Or,
for sure, yeah, I'm on the, pay 5 grand to win and pay through the field more.
right. 'Cause I actually think you'd get more cars. I think we were kind of talking earlier.
Yeah, absolutely, I think so too, yeah.
It looks fancy. It's a big shiny thing.
For sure.
20, 15, like everybody. There's one guy who's getting that. Right?
Yeah.
If we can,
And I noticed
Yeah.
guys are looking more at the full pay. Like
Yeah.
some tracks are getting better at that,
Yeah.
or some series, and just with the price of stuff now, you
Yeah.
want to hope guys.
we gotta keep
You know what I
going.
mean?
Yeah.
I just
A guy's gotta
you
keep
wanna
being
win,
able to
but-
do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And there's only
Yeah,
one
You just
winner.
gotta keep the sport kind of healthy. Yeah.
that's it, I mean, even the guys in 10th and 15th need to get
Yeah.
good money to keep going too, I mean, so.
What are the plans this year?
We hope to start, end of April or start of May, one of those weekends anyways, we're gonna head down to the States and, hoping to get down to Princeton, race there, and then probably likely Ogilvy after that.
Well, yeah, we haven't even talked about you have a new to you car.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, that hasn't even come up. Man, that's probably huge. Yeah, we haven't even mentioned that.
Yeah, for
Tell
sure.
tell everyone what you have this year and what you're driving.
Yeah, so at the end of the year last year, we purchased, Colin Chaz Chuck's 2024 Longhorn. So we'll be back in Longhorn again this year, and, so we're gonna race that, which I'm really looking forward to. It's probably the newest car I've ever had, so,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited for that.
And your teammates got another horn
Yeah,
again.
he's down there right now,
Yeah,
so
getting
we're
one.
working on his.
Yeah, so
Yeah, we'll
let him spill the beans on that, but yeah.
He's down there right now, so they're working on his, so.
That's
So
a-
we should have 2 good cars for this year for our team, and then, yeah, like I say, we're just hoping to get down start of April, end of May, or start of May, and, do Princeton, just cause they're back with soda again this year, so.
And you just said you like the small bowl ring, so there you go.
And that's a bull.
Oh, it's a cool place.
I've been there once.
2 summers ago, we went
Right off
twice.
the highway.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
It's a good.
Yeah.
We went a couple times. I never raced there,
Yeah.
but I originally went with Jimmy Bolduc way back in the
Oh,
day.
yeah?
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother story that night there. Jeff Marshall and Carlene would verify that story.
Oh, Jeff was there too.
No, we rolled into Superior the next day, and it was whatever.
Yeah.
Lots of fun back then. Yeah, who do you want to thank?
Well.
Yeah, you got your
a lot of
list.
people
Yeah,
today,
yeah.
But, I'm gonna start with my crew there that helps me out, Dave Williamson, my brother-in-law, my nephews Jack and Sam, who are also racing.
Yeah, and that's a Heartbeat's got on the side of that
Yeah,
car.
it's
Tom
sponsored by
Jones and Heartbeat. Yeah.
Yeah, so they help me out too, and, my friend Paul Krawick, and he's actually getting into it this year, he bought a street stock this winter, so.
Oh wow, another one. Yeah, cool. I'll have to. He's got a message to the page here and tell me his scoops there, what he's got.
For sure. And then, Jason McRae, he helps us out, he's my fuel guy at the racetrack, and then, last but not least, my wife Ashley. She does a lot at the racetrack, she runs a racing page and, make sure the kids are fed and they're in line at the racetrack, and my daughters, Emerson and Avery too, I gotta thank them, but I mean, the amount, you guys know, the amount of time that goes into this, and the late nights in the garage, and I mean, to have Ash is so understanding with it, and takes care of business at home basically during the summertime, when I'm out there trying to get everything ready, so I just wanna thank her. But people over the years that have helped me, I mean, my mom's she helped me so much throughout my career. Even though I don't think she ever really watched a race of mine, actually, to be honest. She'd always go behind the stands.
Funny story that you mentioned that. So I raced years ago and then came back a couple of years ago. My mom never ever watched me race. Wouldn't even come to the races. And then at Thunder City, halfway through my comeback or whatever, she came one week and she's been there every week since and loves it.
Yeah.
And who knew? She wouldn't watch me. She was scared to watch, and then here you go. That's great that your mom.
And then, like I say, Gary Soderholm, Sandy Dale, Gary and Cindy Levine, Jeff and Peggy Germain, my brother-in-law Dave, and my sister. They'll help me so much throughout the year. And now with Al and Nancy with Heartbeat, and it's been unbelievable to work with them. Dream come true, the opportunity I have now with them. It's amazing. And then there's been lots of other people, Doug, Glenn, John, Jason. I mean, the first years I raced, I never even had a trailer, you know what I mean? Like Jeff Baxendale let me use his, Scott Simpson let me use his, Mean Gene Fortin, I used his a couple times, and
44 meg.
that's right. Yeah.
It goes back to what we've mentioned here about how this is all just a real family, right?
Yeah.
Everybody, the people will help you out. Like it's incredible. Like
Absolutely.
people don't understand how close this really is. That they might get mad at someone, but you'd help them.
Exactly, yeah. Might be mad for a week or two, and actually there's, I raced a super stock twice actually. I can't remember the year it was.
Really?
But, yeah, for me and Gene's car. I think that's Superior one weekend and Hibbing also.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What'd you think of that?
I liked them, driving them. I mean, yeah. Like everybody says, they're fun cars to drive. They steer well, and And then everybody that helped us out with when my daughter was going through her cancer treatment and that, and everybody just helped us out, and there was a GoFundMe also, and just everybody with that also. Just want to say thank you. But and
Awesome. This is pretty good one tonight. Yeah, this is a real good one here we got going tonight. Anything else you'd like to say?
I don't know.
What's the goals for the year?
Goals for the year? Well, feature winning.
Yeah.
Again, obviously, but we're gonna hopefully be able to run the whole year.
4 points.
This year, want to run for points. I mean, last year we were really consistent, had a really good year. We were second right up until last weekend of the year, and then we ended up having to miss the last show. But I mean, we're pretty locked in for second behind Cole, so maybe try and beat the 33 this year. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a tough goal for you guys. He runs quick.
He's quick. So, and then just hit up the States a few times, hopefully, and try to run decent down there and about it.
Awesome.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Are you got a trivia or?
I was just gonna mention trivia for this week. I missed last week, so been thinking this up here. Okay, 2000 Jimmy Bulldog Memorial feature winner, modified.
2000.
2000.
That's the year I did okay.
Is it?
Isn't it?
I don't know.
Well, you know darn well.
I'm not hoping it.
Is it,
It was in Marlstad?
It's American.
must have been
2000.
22.
No.
No, Randy, no.
Wasn't SpaceX? Wasn't?
Yeah, what a 1980s hairdo.
Oh.
Shriner.
Rapid Ron.
Oh, that's my year I did. I think it was that.
Yeah,
or maybe-
01 maybe.
Yeah, 01. Yeah.
Shriner. I think it was Shriner. Baxendale's in the top three, but yeah, I have it on an old VSR or a tape. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pat Woods gave me, but yeah, Ron Shriner.
There you go. Rapid Ron.
Yeah.
He came here a couple times. Yeah.
He was at the first one too.
First one. Well, awesome. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me,
Yep.
guys.
Yeah, that was great.
Yep.
45 minutes. That's awesome. What do you got? You gotta throw it to me.
Till next week.
Stay dirty. Okay, we're done.